Hello and welcome again, fellow Hydra Ultimate community. Today we're going to be covering the Single Lister tab. First, we will be moving over to the left side again and the column of tabs and finding the Single Lister tab. Let's click that tab and get started with our first listing using Hydra Ultimate Platform. Here you can see that you will need to have your URL or ASIN number from the supplier to place here in this box. You will then drop down and make sure that your store location is correct and then simply click on the button that says Get It. Hydra Ultimate will then pull all the information from that URL or ASIN number that you provided. If your spin wheel spins longer than 15 seconds, you will be notified at the top of your screen saying, "Still loading?" Some suppliers take more time to load their items to their anti-scraping policies. Please wait a few more seconds. Once your item has been scraped and all information pulled from the supplier to Hydra Ultimate, you will receive a message saying "Scraped," redirecting to item details. You will now be directed to the items page where you can now review and edit all the listing information for your new item to be listed. So here we have several tabs at the top of the page for easy filtering of editing your listings to make sure that everything is covered before that listing will go live. Looking at the top of the page, we have the tabs Basic Detail, Description, Pricing, Specification, Images, Notices, and Sales. Let's go through each one of these tabs to make sure that we are covering everything before this listing goes live in our online store. Basic Details. Here you can see that the title was pulled from the supplier, automatically placed in the correct category for the eBay catalog. The quantity was set at your default quantity when you set up your account. This will always show good till cancel unless you change it otherwise to a different duration of time that you want the listing to stay live on your eBay platform. If a SKU, MPN, and UPC codes are available, they will be pulled over as well. If they are not available, then the default of Does Not Apply will be placed, and the MPN, UPC, or SKU will remain blank. Now take notice where you see the quantity. You will see a red check mark if the item is showing in stock from the supplier. Again, remember all this information. If you feel needs to have added information that was not transferred to unavailability from the supplier, you can always add information here, or edit the information defaulted by Hydra Ultimate. Let's move on to the Descriptions tab. Here you can see that Hydra Ultimate has pulled over the product description and all other information about the product, including the images. Back to the top of the page and let's look at the Pricing tab. Looking at the profit box and remembering back when you set up your account, you set up your desired profit as well as your break-even percentage. As you can see here, you can change these percentages for each single listing instead of leaving them all at a set percentage. Moving over to the right side, we have Pricing. Here you will see that Hydra Ultimate has brought over the scraping process, the listing price that the supplier has the item listed for. You will see here as well the shipping rate and your price based on your profit and break-even percentages. Moving on to the Specifications tab. Here in this tab you will see that on the right-hand side you can add specifications to your listing. Now let's take a look at the Images tab. Here in the Images tab, you can edit your images by several options, including filters. Simply hover over an image to show the editing selection, as shown here. Notice that you can change the main image by choosing the star on the image you feel will be the best forthcoming image in your listing. Looking at the bottom right of the page in Images, you can see that there is a plus sign tab. Let's review this tab. Clicking on the plus sign tab, you can now see that you can upload additional images as well refetch the supplier's images from the original listing. Let's take a look how that works. We are going to click on the cloud image first. Here you can see that when choosing the cloud image to upload images, it will open a new window for you to choose where to locate and upload your images from, as shown here. After you have chosen an image to upload, simply click Open and the image will be automatically uploaded to your images in the listing. So now here you can see that the image was automatically added to my images in the current listing. Taking a look now at the Refetch the Supplier's Image tab, if you click on that tab, it will simply refetch the images from the supplier's original listing and replace them in your listing. Now let's take a look at the three colored tabs at the bottom of this form. We have List Item in green, Delete in red, Change Supplier in yellow, and the plus sign tab in blue. When you are ready to list the item and make that listing go live, simply click on the green tab that says List Item. Now, by chance you are not happy with the listing for whatever reason that may be, or you have changed your mind that you do not want to list this item, simply click on the red tab stating Delete, and the listing will be deleted. Here we have the yellow tab that says to change supplier. If you choose to find a different supplier for whatever reason, you will click the yellow tab to change the supplier. Let's review the yellow tab, Change the Supplier, as there are a few things here that we need to specify. As you can see here, you can change the URL to a different supplier by changing the URL or the ASIN number. Or you can choose to keep using the same supplier and just update information as shown here. So here you have the options to keep the same price, update specifications, get the images, or update description by simply checking the boxes. As always, I'd like to thank you all for watching the single listing tutorial, in hopes that you will continue to find these tutorials helpful as you learn to navigate the Hydra Ultimate platform. We'll see you in the next video.